When was the last time you felt genuinely excited to do something simple? Like just getting out of bed, making your coffee, or sitting down to work without needing to check your phone first. If that feels like forever ago, you're not broken. Your brain is just overloaded. I've been there. Scrolling for hours, chasing one more video, one more like, one more hit of something quick. Then I'd look at my to-do list and feel nothing. Zero motivation. Just this heavy fog of, why bother? Procrastination wasn't laziness. It was my dopamine system screaming for a break. If that sounds familiar, stick with me. Today we're talking about how to actually reset your dopamine in a real, doable way. No extreme 30-day challenges that you'll quit by day 3. Just honest steps that worked for me and keep working when life gets noisy again. First, understand what's happening. Your brain loves quick wins. Social media, junk food, notifications, endless YouTube or Netflix. Each one gives a fast dopamine spike. But when you get too many too often, your receptors start to numb out. Normal life feels flat. Tasks that should feel rewarding suddenly don't. You end up chasing bigger and bigger hits just to feel okay. That's not motivation anymore. That's a hijacked reward system. The good news? You can turn this around, not by forcing yourself to be disciplined, but by giving your brain space to heal and then feeding it the right kind of fuel. Step 1. Do a gentle dopamine detox. Not the scary version where you sit in a dark room doing nothing. Just pick your biggest time wasters and cut them back for a short window. Say one evening or one full day to start. No endless scrolling, no binge watching, no constant music or podcasts in the background. Why does this matter? When you remove the artificial highs, your brain starts to resensitize. Things that used to feel boring suddenly feel peaceful. I remember my first short detox. After a few hours without my phone, I actually enjoyed folding laundry. Sounds small, but that moment hit different. It proved my brain could still feel reward from normal stuff. Make it easy. Put your phone in another room. Use a simple blocker if you need to. Replace the habit with something low stimulation like walking around the house or staring out the window. Boredom is part of the reset. It's not the enemy. Step 2. Fix your inputs: food, sleep, and silence. Your brain needs building blocks to make dopamine. Eat foods rich in tyrosine. Think eggs, chicken, almonds, bananas, avocados, or pumpkin seeds. Cut back on heavy sugar and processed stuff that gives crazy spikes and crashes. Sleep is non-negotiable. Poor sleep tanks your dopamine receptors. Aim for consistent bedtime and wake time. Even if you're not perfect, protecting your nights makes everything else easier. And create pockets of silence. No background noise, no multitasking. When your brain isn't constantly stimulated, it learns to enjoy the present again. I started doing 10 minutes of just sitting with my thoughts in the morning. At first it felt weird. Then it became the calmest part of my day. Step 3. Get morning sunlight and move your body. This one sounds basic, but it's powerful. Within the first hour of waking, step outside and get natural light in your eyes for 10 to 20 minutes. No sunglasses, just be there. It sets your circadian rhythm and gives your dopamine system a clean, natural boost that lasts through the day. Pair it with light movement, a walk, some stretches, or even just pacing while you listen to nothing. Exercise increases dopamine naturally and helps rebuild sensitivity. I used to wake up and immediately grab my phone. Now I force myself outside first. The difference in how motivated I feel by 10 a.m. is night and day. You don't need a hardcore workout. Consistency beats intensity here. Step 4. Rebuild reward through effort. This is where it gets good. Start stacking small wins that require a bit of effort. Make your bed. Do one focused work block without distractions. Cook a simple meal instead of ordering in. Why? Because real dopamine comes from anticipation and accomplishment, not instant hits. When you link effort to reward, your brain starts craving productive things again instead of distractions. I used to dread deep work. After a week of these tiny efforts, I actually looked forward to sitting down and getting stuff done. The motivation returned, not as a hype feeling, but as a quiet, steady drive. One more thing that helped me a lot: cold exposure. Even a 1 to 2 minute cold shower in the morning. It gives a solid dopamine increase that lasts hours and trains your brain to handle discomfort without crumbling. You don't have to do everything at once. Pick 1 or 2 steps this week. Maybe start with the phone boundaries tonight and the morning walk tomorrow. Small changes compound fast when it comes to your brain chemistry. Look, resetting dopamine isn't about becoming a superhuman who never gets distracted again. It's about feeling alive in your normal life. It's about looking at your goals and actually wanting to chase them instead of feeling stuck. You've got the power to shift this. Your brain is adaptable. It wants to work with you. So here's my challenge to you. Tonight, try cutting the biggest dopamine drain for just 2 hours before bed. Replace it with something real, a walk, reading a physical book, or just sitting quietly. Notice how you feel in the morning. If it helps even a little, keep going. Stack one more step. We're all figuring this out together. If this resonated, drop a comment with which step you're trying first. I read them. And if you want more grounded ways to build real motivation and energy, hit subscribe. We're in this for the long game. You've got this, one reset at a time.